Okay, as the great Yogi Berra once said, it's deja vu all over again. No, seriously, right now, millions of Americans are still struggling to recover from the 2008 financial collapse, which was fueled by that housing bubble and then the derivative bubble, which then burst, and the Wall Street banksters were running around betting on risky mortgage-backed securities that they could sell to investors and make billions from. They could all do that because Graham Leach Bliley and the Commodity Futures Modernization Act had blown up rational banking regulations. As a result, we saw things like the so-called mortgage liar loans, where the loan companies would give you a house based on whatever they decided to make up. Or you could make things up too, but it turns out that a lot of the mortgage companies were making things up. Banksters were able to turn billions of dollars in risky mortgages into trillions of dollars in derivatives, and then everything went to hell. So fast forward to today. And because of Dodd-Frank, there are no more liar loans. Right? Banksters can't run the same scam they did during the housing crisis. So they found a new way to come up with real estate-backed securities that they can turn into derivatives that they can make billions of dollars in profits. And how? They've become landlords. I'm not making this up. Marilyn Volan points out over Tom Dispatch, in the past year and a half, banksters at Wall Street hedge funds, big banks, and private equity firms have purchased hundreds of thousands of mostly foreclosed houses across the country. Oh, it's a housing recovery. No, it's not. It's the banksters. Among the firms and big banks buying up America's real estate is the Blackstone Group, the largest private equity firm in the world. They out Mitt Romney. The Blackstone Group alone has bought nearly 40,000 homes across America, spending $7.5 billion in the process. For example, Blackstone bought 1,400 homes in Atlanta in one day. It owns nearly 2,000 houses in the Charlotte, North Carolina metro area. So why are Blackstone and other Wall Street firms buying up foreclosed homes all across the country? It's simple. By renting these homes back to Americans and then securitizing America's home rental market, they can bundle up the rental payments the same way they used to bundle up mortgage payments and sell them to investors. And then they can sell insurance on them. And they can sell bets on the insurance. They can sell bets on the bets. They can sell bets on the bets. Sounds awful familiar, doesn't it? Blackstone alone has partnered with several of America's largest banks to bundle the rental payments of over 3,000 homes, and they're just getting started. This is a brand new effort. Last month, Blackstone released the first ever rated bond completely backed by securitized rental payments. And sure enough, investors rushed to get in on the action. When this latest get-rich-quick scheme by Wall Street blows up, see, they can't do it with mortgages anymore. We figured it out. We said, wait, that's too dangerous. You can't do that. Dodd-Frank, no, you can't do it. Oh, fine, we'll do it with rental properties. We don't need liar loans, right? We'll just do it ourselves. The big banks, the financial institutions, they're going to be just fine. After 2008, they ended up bigger than they were before. And because they leverage these things so much, they have very little skin in the game, even though it seems like they own it all, right? But it's the mortgage payments, or the rental payments, rather, that are being securitized, not the value of the houses themselves. So they're always going to have that underlying value from which the derivative derives its value. So guess who faces the consequences when this thing blows up? You and me. Thousands of Americans are going to once again find themselves on the streets looking for a place to call home, and our economy is going to be shattered. We could see a housing and financial collapse that would make the Great Recession look mild. Now, yes, I did not identify this particular scheme in my book, The Crash of 2016. I did suggest that something like this, that they would figure out a way to do this. It just never occurred to me that this would be the way that they do it. But the basic premise of my book is that conservative lawmakers overreacted to progressive changes in America that took place in the 60s and 70s. And that overreaction, which included massive deregulation and tax cuts, opened the door to predators, particularly predatory banksters, to step in and wreak havoc on our economy. And as we see with Wall Street's new efforts to turn rental homes into cash cows, that door has not been closed. The predators are again up to their old tricks. Nothing has changed. Elizabeth Warren was right when she said that the system is rigged. And if we don't unrig the system quickly, we're going to see another disaster very, very soon. I mean, it might not be next week. It might not be next month. It might take a year or two. It probably is going to take a little while. From the time that they started securitizing mortgages, that was right around 2001, 2002 is when that really got really got started, and it turned into a frenzy in 2005, 2006. I remember that really, really well. When all of a sudden all the ads you heard were, hey, you can refinance your home, take the money out, do something, go take a vacation, go to Cancun, spend it. We need your debt so that we can sell your debt payments, or we can sell derivatives based on your debt payments. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts.